This is Mia. Mia is a self-confessed mobile phone addict. She will use her mobile regardless of what she is doing. Mia does not see how this has made her possibly socially distant and feels that her reliance on her mobile phone does not affect anyone but herself and especially does not affect her social well-being. Thus, we are going to demonstrate an average day in Mia's life shown through Mia's eyes, with also incorporating interviews from her very close family and friends and a survey which we've undertaken of a sample of individuals to see if Mia is correct or if perhaps her mobile phone addiction is affecting her social relations with her closest and dearest, and to see how her actions are perceived by these individuals. So let us begin. This is the average day of a life in Mia, a self-confessed mobile phone addict. The moment Mia wakes up, she checks her mobile phone. This is a general habit of hers. Checking her mobile phone in the morning could possibly show a sign of dependence. Huang, Chiu, and Huang 2012 state that women are actually more likely to be dependent on their mobile phone than their male counterparts. However, they also do note that mobile phone addiction is a pathological behaviour, and anxiety and extravision can slightly increase the chance of mobile addiction occurring. We are unsure whether Mia is showing any signs of anxiety or extravision, but she definitely does have a self-confessed mobile phone addiction. Mia's day starts with her mobile phone, and this trend continues throughout the day. Mia can't even make her breakfast without having to check her mobile phone. Mia also takes her mobile phone to the bathroom with her. Taking one's mobile phone to the toilet would seem extreme for many individuals, except it is not too extreme for Palen, Salzman, and Young's 2000, as they understand mobile phones to be a leash because they can make a person always available, enable them to use their mobile phone or take calls while they're undertaking a different task.
Yeah, most likely. A lot of people do it, but no, because I'm really clumsy, most likely drop it in the toilet.
Mia does not have a car license, so she is required to walk to most places. Though she does not walk alone, she continues to engage with her mobile phone while walking to her destination. This means Mia disengages from her surroundings, though as Palen, Salzman, and Young's 2000 once again notes, people when they engage in mobile phones uses are simultaneously in two places at once. And this is currently what Mia is doing. She is engaging not only in her physical surroundings of ensuring she is walking safely, but also engaging in media content on her mobile phone. From the survey conducted, however, 52% of individuals surveyed acknowledged that they sometimes walk to their destinations using their mobile phones, compared to the 21% that said all the time they'd be walking to their destination with their mobile phones. This data shows that Mia is not alone in her act. Mia often meets up with her friends at university. However, she generally multitasks and uses her mobile phone as well as trying to join into the conversation.
And they were just yelling in the choir carriage, like they'd obviously been on a trip or something. But I was almost gonna go have like a stern talking to with them just because I was so over it. Don't you find that they talk in the choir carriage? No one, Mia, don't you find that?
Find what?
That weren't you listening to me? We were all just having a conversation. Seriously, you always do this.
Well, we were trying to have a conversation with Mia. We were trying to include her, and she was just blatantly ignoring us. Like, she wasn't even trying to be subtle on her phone, you know? I think it's just a bit disrespectful.
Once again, Palen, Salzman, and Young's 2000 notes that some people feel generally affected when people use their mobile in public place, as it is a conflict of social spaces.
Oh, it's so annoying. Like, I go to talk to her and she's just always on her phone, you know? I don't go to hang out with her to watch her play on her phone. If we're waiting at like the train station or something, I don't have a phone to play with. She could just talk to me, but she doesn't. If we go out to lunch, rather than having conversation over lunch, we look like some of those weird people who just sit there and don't talk to each other, and she's just always on her phone checking Twitter.
The majority of our survey's written responses also indicated a similar attitude towards mobile phone usage in a group setting as stated by Beck and James. Mia and her boyfriend Mitchell decide to go and study together at uni. They both pull out their mobile phones to check their current messages. Hong, Chai and Huang, 2012, notes that often a negative feeling towards the usage of mobile phones in public space is due to that mobile phones are often seen to give status to the individual. Though they also state that young people may be associated with mobile phones to further relate to their self-identity. Mia, as you can see, clearly feels she is better than Mitchell because her mobile phone is a way better model. This gives her a self-worth.
Well, if I'm not around, it doesn't really matter all that much, but, because, she's texting me more, but if, we go out or go to the movies or something, and she's still constantly on her phone, it doesn't matter if she gets it out a couple of times, but if she's constantly on her phone, then that can get a bit annoying, yeah.
Every Monday, Mia attends her nan's for dinner with her brother. However, her mobile phone usage does not cease, but rather continues through dinner.
And he'd come down when he got round to it. And then he'd go up because he couldn't hear us. He'd shut the door when the music was loud, so I used to have to throw things at the door. Saved me running up the stairs.
That's what it's like with Declan. I have to his mum's like, Declan. She starts screaming at him and he still can't hear, so I throw I get a basketball and peg it at him.
It's a bit like that here too. He doesn't hear when you're saying. Maybe he needs his ears fixing.
You what now?
What?
Somebody else needs your ears fixing too now.
Yeah, you deaf? You deaf or something?
I was busy. Juxtapose Mia to the Facebook commercial.
3, but they're now 12 and 13, so we're 3 seniors together. I love them so much. Another time I went to the market and I had to buy a chicken. I checked the date and it was like a month ahead, so I thought, okay, there was a long...
Which is evident that social media companies are promoting this antisocial behaviour at family dinners.
Well, people on their mobile in family time all the time, so I don't particularly care.
I'm annoying because they don't listen to me anyway.
Mia then returns home where she undertakes her normal nightly routine. Homework and spending time with her cat Bindi. Of course, Mia is still an avid user of the mobile phone, even to the point that her cat becomes irritated by the lack of attention. Mia is showing signs of what Salehan and Negahban 2013 state as the optimal flow theory, where individuals find their mobile phone usage so enjoyable that they'll try to maintain this state at any cost, as it gives users a distorted image of the future. All they can see is their current enjoyable state. Mia is quite content, so she hasn't given much thought to what has happened today, and maybe how people during the day have been affected. She goes on with her nightly tasks that she does every night before she goes to bed. Of course she has her mobile phone still on her, but this doesn't matter because she feels safe with her mobile phone. It is a comfort for her. However, Mia then continues her day by going to bed. She still continues to use her mobile phone until she falls asleep with the phone in her hand.
She's
A mobile addict.
This is a day in the life of Mia, a self-confessed mobile phone addict.